Might have to go back and solo it. So I guess y'all don't need in the recording my name. My name is Zach Baudoin. I'm the Ready 101 coach at Rowlett High School. I help teachers integrate technology into their lessons. So that's my whole deal. Before that, I taught chemistry and physics at Naaman Forest High School. And so I've been in this position about a year. Last year was my first year in this position. So this will be my second year. But today I'm going to show you some virtual vocabulary tools that you can incorporate in your classroom, whether you are, remote or not. I guess we're not remote anymore, but you can use these live and in person. So the first one I'm going to go over is, Brush Ninja. So Brush Ninja is a way to create hand-drawn GIFs. If you don't know what a GIF is, there's a couple of them right there on the screen for you. All right. So it's built to be as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. It's free. There's no accounts, no logins, anything like that. Okay. It's supposed to run on any browser, any device. Okay. So just to kind of show you all how this is, if you click on the link or you can scan that QR, it'll take you to this. This was my last one. I can start fresh though. All right, so if you click on it, it should bring you to a blank page. Okay, so we have all these drawing tools. All right, you're probably thinking, why do I need a drawing tool if this is vocabulary? We'll go over that in a sec. But just to kind of show you how this works, okay, so you can draw, you can add text. Okay, now down here, okay, this is how you kind of create the GIF. So right now I only have one frame. If I want to add another frame, I can duplicate the frame, I can delete the frame. So now I create a GIF, we want some movement. So I just use my little arrow tool here. I'm going to move this person just a little bit this direction. I'm going to duplicate it. Move this person just a little bit more. And move them just a wee bit more. Now, I can see this GIF playing out. Okay. I can add a background. We'll do the beach. We'll have our little person running on the beach. That one looks nice. Okay, so now my little person's running across the beach. I might need to lower them, okay, what have you. Then you can save this to your device, or take down my sticky note here so I'm not blocking things. Or you can export it, okay, to a number of platforms, convert it to a video, download as a GIF file, and then have them upload it or add it to a doc, add it to a slide, whatever have you. Now, why is this cool? Okay, it can be used in education to for vocab lists, have them illustrate concepts. Okay, have them show their work in a math problem. All right, just creativity in general. Have them create a story using these little short cartoons. Okay, makes it so where they can put ideas on to a canvas in a way. Okay, so you can also use it for games like Pictionary, charades, and things like that. Have them guess what's going on. All right. You have any questions on this one? I am going to give y'all some time at the end of the presentation to kind of play around with things. But on this, you can even go to the galleries and you can see things that have been created. All right, and with these, you can download them if you find something that you want to use. I've seen this one before, snowman melting. But if you just click back on this Brush Ninja, it'll take you back to your palette, and it'll take you to your most recent one. Now, if you want to open one, okay, that you downloaded previously, okay, you can do that. Now, I don't have any saved on my desktop, but there you go. The tools they have, you know, a smooth line. You could have a dotted line, dashes. Some of these I haven't played with. They have color palettes, background colors. Oh, I guess I did transparent and try red. I guess that's the background of the text. Okay, and then you could do shapes, and with shapes they have circles, squares, triangles, hearts, many different things. So this is just something, you know, something creative for students to use. I'm not very artistic, so as a teacher, I wouldn't necessarily use it, but it's just something you can kind of play around with and let them have creativity with their ideas. Okay, the next one, if you've never used it before, is Quizlet. Okay, so Quizlet, basically an online flashcard generator. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this and show you some things. So with Quizlet, you can create study sets. You can search for pre-existing study sets. So say I want to study momentum. I can search for momentum, and I can see there are existing sets. And I can copy these or add them to things like that, customize them, add or take away some of the terms and things like that. So you can see right here, okay, these are just flashcards. What I'm going to show you, though, is some of the games. Okay, so I like some of the game features, so we're going to play a couple of the games. We're not going to do that one. I'm going to try to pick one that's a little more our speed. We're going to play the match game first. Okay, so in the chat, I'm going to copy this link. Okay, so in the chat, if you click the link and play the game, okay, you're just going to drag the corresponding items onto each other to make them disappear. Now, if you're on a mobile device, it usually is just a tap and match. So it'll tap and highlight and then tap and highlight. Okay, so I can see here, charged object, surplus amount charges, strong force. Okay, now students, you know how students are, they may try to tap all over the screen and try to drag and drop wherever just to try to get the fastest. I know in the tap method, every time they get a question wrong, it adds a second or two to their time. And so that discourages the cheating. And so go through this. All right, and it'll tell them a time, and it'll tell them the seconds of other people. Okay, this is something, the match at least is something I would include in like my station rotations. I would have one station where there's a QR. I'd say scan this QR, get under this amount of time. So get under 15 seconds, and then they would have that time at that station to try to get under 15 seconds. Okay, so that's the match in Quizlet. So hopefully you had some time to play that. We're also going to try Gravity. Okay, now this one, I believe it only works on like Chromebooks. I don't know if it works on iPads or not, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to answer with the term, not the definition. And you can select the difficulty. Okay, now this is where you'll have falling objects. Now I'm going to copy this and put it in the thing. So I need objects, charged object. Okay, and if you get it right, it goes away and gives you some points. Now if you let it hit, you're going to lose some life. So we're going to let this one hit, even though it's a neutron. We'll let this one go by and see what happens. Oh, so if you miss it, it tells you you need to type it down. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, and if you type the wrong one, it'll deduct your score. I think it's nuclear notation, isotope notation. Okay, so that is gravity. Gravity is not my favorite, okay, but it's something different, okay? Now, my favorite is live. Now, they've recently added the individual mode of play, okay? I like the random team mode because it involves a cooperation of players, okay? So what it does is it groups your participants into teams, all right, randomly. So you can't say, "Oh, it's not my fault. I didn't mean to do that." Then everybody on the same team has the exact same question, but only one person on the team has the right answer. So they have to be able to answer the question and then figure out who has the right answer. Okay? So let's go with term and definition. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in here, and we're going to play a little bit. All my sessions have been kind of short today, so I'm going to try to take my time here. You do need a minimum of 4 players. And it's generally the first team to answer 12 questions in a row. Okay? So we'll wait a little bit longer. Let's see. We got a lot of participants. I'll wait about 10 more seconds for y'all. You can either click the link in the chat. And that's one thing, once you start the, let me mute this, hold on. Once you start the game, it is hard to add players. You kind of have to go back and just say, okay, just work with somebody for now. But we're going to go ahead and start the game so you can kind of see how it goes. I'm going to try to join the game on my other side over here. See if it'll let me do both. All right, we're going to go ahead and create the game. Okay, so you can see how it divided us. Okay, so I'm with the koalas. Now, everyone on the team is going to have the same question, but only one of us will have the right answer. Okay, so the first person to get 12, and if you miss a question, it's going to drop you to the end. Okay, oh, so somebody on my team picked the wrong answer. So just so y'all at home can see, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, so a neutron, it's a neutral particle inside the nucleus with no charge. So nice one. So I had the right answer that time, but I might not the next time. Okay. All right. Oh, atomic mass. So we're looking for atomic mass. I don't think I have it. Atomic mass is typically the neutrons and the protons added together. So somebody on my team, if you have something to do with neutrons and protons, the mass of the atom, the protons and neutrons can be expressed. Okay. Collective mass. I see how that can be confusing. All right, oxidation state. Don't think it's that. Okay, so if your people know your content, if not, I don't think it's me. Yeah, I don't think it was me. Hypothetical charge, yeah. All right, we're going to play this a little bit longer, then we're probably going to call it. Hold on, we know this. Okay, something about a notation. Tells the mass. Yay, good job, Kim. All right. And I can see on the teacher end, this is what I would display to everyone, or maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Well, they can see the teams right here. So I would display this to everyone so they can see the code. All right. But we're going to go ahead and end this one and go on to the next one. Okay. So those were the 3 games in Quizlet. All right. That last one was live. If you do the individual live, it's like that, but everybody's on their own team. So, yeah. Okay, the next one we're going to do is Pear Deck Flashcard Factory. Okay, so this is a way you can create or you can import a vocabulary list from, say, Quizlet. Okay, students are divided into teams and they create their own flashcards by either drawing them or writing examples of the vocab terms. Okay, and then the teacher gets to approve or reject the submissions, and points are awarded in that method. So we're going to go ahead and try this. Okay, so if you just Google Pear Deck Flashcard Factory, it'll take you to something like this. Okay, now you can see here I can create my own terms and definitions. So if I do water cycle, I can type a definition, or it has this little button to where I can look up a definition. So I can look that up. No results found. Great. All right. Now, I want to go to my home because I had a preset we were going to play of the water cycle. So this is a Quizlet set, okay, just like you saw. I'm going to export it. I'm going to hit copy text. I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to hit import and paste it. Okay, so here we have everything, and I can, if I see something I don't like 0%, that's going to be hard to, in the afternoon. That might be a good one. Okay, when we're ready to play, I'm going to hit play. And then it's going to give me a code or a link. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send y'all the code. I said I was going to send you the code. Okay, just go to joinpd.com and then enter in the code. And I'll also put the code in there. Oh. Thank you for telling me I'm presenting. Yes. I swear they used to have a link option. Okay, and it tells you what your tasks are. You're going to work with your group to make amazing flashcards. We're going to vote on the cards, and the team with the most chosen cards will win. You're either going to be on the night shift or the day shift. Okay, I'll wait about 15 more seconds, and then we're going to clock in. All right. We're going to go ahead and clock in. And so here are my teams. Okay. There's the okay. Oh, it's just telling you can join. All right. So those are the teams. I can shuffle the teams if I don't like them, or I can hit Let's Play. So I'm going to hit Let's Play. It's going to take us to a assembly line type looking thing, and it's going to have the words that we need to do. Now, on the student end, okay, this is what the students see. It says draw an example of the water cycle. So, maybe I'll change my color, and I have, the clouds. You can tell I'm an artist. it's raining down to some water. All right, and then, so this is going down, and it also has the definition you can see. Okay, and we'll have our sun. So maybe we can draw some sunlight to show that the water is going to go up. Okay, then it's going to condense in the clouds, and so on and so forth. Okay, so when I'm done, I hit done drawing. Okay, now it says I like it, looks good, ship it, or I can edit it, and I can ship it. Now, if I go back to Flashcard Factory, I can see that some of these are popping out on the assembly line and running down. Okay, so write an example of runoff. Okay, I can say it rained so much the runoff carried away the fertilizer. Sounds good. So I'm done writing. Oh, and it matched me with someone else's picture. Okay. Okay. Now it wants me to draw again, so I'm going to draw. I might do. And then I can see when water gets evaporated, it turns into a gas. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so as these are falling out, okay, and it tells me how many of the terms have been, shot out, how many of the terms have been answered, and I can keep going. Groundwater, water that is in the ground. Okay, so we need to drill a well to find this. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now, whenever the teacher's ready, you can hit the quality control button, okay, and then it's going to take you to this section here. Now, it shows everybody what we're grading. Okay, and you can do this either privately on your own, or you can do it as a class and say, okay, is this good or bad? And then say it's good, it's approved. Come to say, okay, looks great. Or maybe they missed something and we don't like it, so it's denied. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now, notice it doesn't tell you whose it is until you stamp it. Okay. After you stamp it, you see that line comes up at the bottom. Now, obviously, the person that probably drew it probably knows. Okay? And so on and so forth. And then you can do shipping, and it'll tell you, up here, they got 3 points, they got 2 points. And if you want, you can print the set. Okay? And you can save it as a PDF with your printer settings and things like that. And give it to your students, or you can export to Gimkit Live. Gimkit Live, if you don't know, it's like a quiz type game that you can play. It is kind of a freemium thing. You do have to kind of pay for it, but it was designed by high school students, so that was kind of cool. And you could name it Water Cycle. Yeah, it's fine. I'll export it, and we can go to the set and play the game if we wanted, if we had a Gimkit license. Okay. So yeah, so that was Flashcard Factory. Okay. Now let's go on to. Do you have any questions about Flashcard Factory? I know I haven't asked for or paused for questions. Alrighty then, we'll go on to the next one. Next one, this is something basic. Okay, so this is drag and drop with vocabulary slides. So in this one, I'm taking it out of presentation mode just so you can see over here on the side. Okay, this is just simple. Use a Google slide, type blanks so that they can practice their vocabulary. use their context clues, things like that. You can include word banks so that they can draw or drag and drop these, you know. Or you can have it to where they can type their own. So this is where, you know, they would type their own. Now, after you create something like this, though, okay, and this is just type on the slide, because this is one big text box, this is one big text box. These are just small text boxes, right? You can insert text boxes by doing insert text box. You know, you can make the background blue, green, whatever you want. Okay. Type your answers, things like that. Now, how do I get them this without them messing each other up, right? This is when you want to force a copy, okay? Now, I'm going to show you all two ways to do that, all right? You can do it the old school way. You do share, okay? Make sure anyone in Garland ISD, or you can change this to anyone. Copy the link, paste, and then you can change this back mode right here where it says edit. You can change that to copy. Okay, so delete it all, up to edit, change it to copy. And so now, whenever you give this to your students, it's going to say, do you want to make a copy of this? Okay, so then they have their own copy. They're not messing up your master, and they're not messing up anybody else's. Now, the other way, I'll show you, is Sir Links-A-Lot. Sir Links-A-Lot is a Chrome extension, okay? You do have to make sure your share settings are right, but it allows you to force a copy, make a template, PDF, things like that. So if I want to force a copy, I hit force copy, copy to clipboard, paste, and then it says, do you want to make a copy? Okay? And I'll show you all the template one too. And I'll show you how to access this as well. So I hit template, copy to clipboard, paste, and it shows the template, and it says, do you want to use this template? They would hit use, and it would create a copy for them. Okay? Now, how to do Sir Links-A-Lot? If you just type in Chrome Web Store, okay, click on Chrome Web Store, and then type in Sir Links-A-Lot. It's this guy right here. Okay, and you just hit add to Chrome, and his little icon looks like that. You can also find, if you have a bunch of extensions like I do, any extensions you add will probably pop up under this little puzzle piece icon. Okay, so that's just, you know, a little share tool, very basic. Sir Links-A-Lot. I'll go ahead and copy this into the chat, but you can find it. All right. Now the last one we have, let me refresh this. Oh, and the extension I did to do the full screen without going into present. So it's full screen, but I can like move stuff and drag stuff, right? Okay. In order to do that, it is called Slides Full Screen. Let me look that one up for y'all real quick. Okay. And I'll post that one in the chat as well. That one's good for when you're demonstrating on, like, if you want them interacting with slides, what to do, things like that. But it does make your little stuff disappear if you just hit refresh. It'll pop back down. Okay. Now the last one I'm going to do with y'all is Skribbl or Skribbl.io. Okay, I don't know why I went full screen because we're about to go to the next window here. It's a game in which it's kind of like Pictionary. Okay, one person's going to draw, and the other people are trying to guess the list or guess the word rather. Now, the only thing, it is free. All right. But it does limit 12 people per game, okay? So we're going to go ahead and click on this, and I have a set I'm going to use. You can use your own sets of words. So we're going to use my Marvel set here. So if you notice, I'm using my Quizlet to play this game. I'm going to create a private room. And this, you know, they can make their little avatar. Create a private room. We'll play 4 rounds. Give them 40 seconds to draw. Okay. Oh, I need to separate by commas. Hold on. So if you see here, it says separate by comma. It wants the words separated by commas. Okay. And I want to use my words only. I would start the game. Oh, I need people to join. Haha. So I need to invite my friends. Okay, so I'm going to copy, and I'm going to post this link in the chat. And it's just going to be first come, first serve, guys, because I can only have 12. But you could have multiple games going, obviously. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll try to create another. Why not? Currently, I'm Katy Perry. Katy Perry. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so round 1. Marcia is choosing the word. Okay, so Marcia, go ahead and draw whatever word it gave you. It might have given you a choice of words, I believe. You there, Marcia? Oh, got some movement. Oh. Hawkeye Bruce Banner. Oh, okay. Well, that's... Maybe I didn't import my words correctly. So DJ's picking a word. All right. Oh.
Most comfortable, fully adjustable, foot warming, temperature balancing, proven quality night's sleep we've never made it.
In the torch. Oh, okay. It's because I messed up the import. That's my fault. But so this is how it's played. My fault, guys. I messed up the import. Let's do one more. Hold on. Go ahead and leave that game. We're just gonna play whatever it gives us. We're just not gonna play the. Y'all can come back to the meet. We'll do first come, first serve. We play just a game with words that they generate. So if y'all come back to the meet. Yeah, if it works, it's better. Okay. All right. I think people can still join once we start. So Kim's going to choose a word. She's going to draw it, and then we're going to guess. Interesting. You can see it's starting to give hints up here at the top. Oh, man. No.
Alligator.
I just misspelled it.
Crocodile.
Lizard. Oh, my gosh. How can I not think out lizard? All right, so Spool's choosing a word. And we'll do it. This will be the last one. Then I'll give y'all the link for the attendance and all that, and the presentation. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I think. Man. Communism. Oh, dang. Okay. So there you have it. If you can import the words correctly, obviously you could use this for academic purposes, right? But yeah, that's something. I will say I have this off to the side. There's a GimKit has a draw that. So it's basically this, but you pay for it. You can have more people if you pay for it, obviously. But that's an option as well if you already pay for GimKit. So I would explore that draw that feature. Okay, so I was going to give y'all 10 minutes to work and play, but took my time on this one. Sorry about that. So you have the rest of the time to work and play. I'm going to go ahead and put the link for the survey and attendance in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and post this presentation as well. Now, I do want to credit Mr. Keegan Johnson. He's not here. Him and his wife are having a baby this week. He kind of gave me the idea for this and gave me the template. He did Brush Ninja and the slide vocabulary, and I added in the Quizlet and the Pear Deck and the Skribbl IO. So go ahead and fill out that for attendance. Feel free to use the rest of the time. We have 5 minutes to create. You can ask me any questions if you have any questions. Yeah, thank y'all for coming to Virtual Vocabulary. Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Sil. Thank you, Jessica. Oh, Amy, I'm at Rowlett High School. Thank you, Jody. I guess you say Rowlett High School because I think there's Rowlett Middle. No, not middle. Elementary. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.